Let the show begin. Please welcome our host, the multi-talented and extremely busy Dan Mackenzie.
Every single day of my life has been touched by the transformative power of music, the healing, restorative power of music. So I think that's why I'm here. And I'm so glad that you guys showed up for this. It's a beautiful cause. We have a beautiful lineup of incredible musicians tonight. So I think it's going to be special. So let's just dive right in to the deep end part of this. Very little is known about mental illness. People with mental illness can indeed be endowed with certain real capacities like heightened intuitive perception and like a profound creativity. The problem is they are often perceiving things that we don't perceive, and yet it all feels entirely real to them. They might believe that they can hear what the Pope is thinking, or like they might be convinced that they're being watched by secret agents. And they don't understand this disconnect between our reality and theirs, which can feel like just a total onslaught. Unlike with a broken arm, where you can get an x-ray that shows you exactly where the bone is broken, there's no physical exam that reveals what's going on in your brain. And with no physical pain, it can be really hard for someone in psychosis to accept that anything is wrong at all. But what is mental illness from the point of view of someone who has mental illness? Let's find out. Let's welcome Alex Sonnenschein, organic gardener, peer coach, and devoted meditation practitioner.
I've gone through many bouts of emotional excess and emotional deficiency, and I really kept pushing through, trying to do whatever I could to feel better, but I never really understood the source of what made me feel so distressed. And so eventually I had a great breakdown, and I was stagnated and in great distress, and I needed to slow down and stop. And what really helped me to do that, the catalyst for that, was really starting on medication. There were so many other things that helped me, and I think they're going to be talked about here too. The support of the community, exercise, diet, and spiritual practices, and so many things that bring us to wellness in any case, whatever is your condition.
Thanks, Alex. So are we ready to hear some live music? So our first performer, Ben Reich, is a 30-year-old musician born and raised in Los Angeles. Ben has struggled with depression, and music just really helps him cope. Let's welcome Ben. He's going to share his favorite piece with us, one of my favorite pieces too, by the way, Clair de Lune by Claude Debussy. Please welcome Ben Reich. Ben, that was gorgeous. Amazing. Where is my stage mate, Anna? Are you coming out to join me?
When I was an adolescent, my intuition told me to not try any party drugs. It never crossed my mind that my own children would develop serious mental illness. When the first of them did, my mom revealed, it runs in the family.
Studies show that if DNA of mental illness runs in the family, the chances of that illness being triggered by recreational drugs skyrockets to 90%.
Sugar and junk food trigger anxiety, depression, and addiction. Sugar is like a dirty Band-Aid that will make the wound become infected.
We carry so much pain from so many different life events, and we generally don't take time to process it all. And if we keep silent and we ignore the pain, it'll grow, and it might just eventually explode. So our number one daily priority needs to be maintaining a kind of balance. And you and only you can make room in your daily routine, in your daily practice for self-care. And if you are not well, you have to stop everything.
Stop everything.
You don't go to school. You don't go to work. You ask yourself what you need, and you contact a licensed professional who's ready to listen and help.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. So now we're going deep, and then we have beautiful music to kind of like give you a breath. So our next performer is amazing. Kasia Boone, she struggles with bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, and PTSD. Let's welcome Kasia Boone.
So keep me in your mirror, but don't take your eyes off the road. Holding on won't get us any nearer, 'cause we got a long way to go.
Dominic Sonnenschein is a 28-year-old singer-songwriter, musician, and actor. Dominic dreamed of opening his own healing center that would combine music and energy healing, but his plans were interrupted at 19 by the onset of psychosis. During the lockdown, with only one little radio to keep him company, he found comfort in the band Imagine Dragons.
Thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder, thunder.
Dominic Sonnenschein. Another survey. Please raise your hand if you haven't felt anxiety at any point during the past week. So for many of us, the trouble begins with our compulsion to meet the expectations of others, aka the need for approval. And tragically, the rise of social media has turbocharged that need for approval.
This sharp increase is connected to the need to be perfect. That pressure leads young people to constantly glamorize their lives on social media, which creates false standards of identity, especially for teens.
Our culture is all about money and success, and so parents prioritize work often, and when they come home exhausted, they just don't have the bandwidth to provide enough emotional support to their kids.
Anxiety can also be fixed very fast. Healthy food can be our most potent medication. Veggies and fermented foods support the good microbiomes in our bodies, and a healthy gut is directly connected to emotional balance and mental well-being. We at Whole Mind Symphony teach a course about what to buy and how to cook.
I myself have kept a healthy vegetarian diet for several decades. I'm sober. I watch my sugar intake. And look, I am 86 years old. Doing pretty well, right? So this is her first time playing in public since high school. Please welcome Emily Moo Trong. All right.
I was just tearing up behind this curtain, and because, I never thought that I would have a chance to play the piano before a stage as beautiful as this.
So our next performer, Chris Mariotti, is an Italian-born musician, filmmaker, and marketer, the driving force behind the rock band Edgar Allan Poets.
Nobody knows me, but I'm the greatest of all time. Nobody sees me, what a shame you're passing by, bye-bye.
So here's some good news. Depression can be greatly reduced with the right nutrition. Now, can anybody guess the first thing you want to eliminate from your diet? Yes! Sure, that was easy. Sugar triggers a cascade of chemical reactions in the body that basically wreak havoc in your brain. Sugar reduces dopamine, which is the happy hormone, right, in charge of pleasure. And things like almonds, avocado, and bananas increase dopamine. You want to increase your endorphins, and that happens when you walk outdoors and you get vitamin D from the sun. Now check out these two superfoods. One, omega-3 oils, right? You can get them in sardines and salmon, but if you're not into that, you can get the, supplements. Now, the second one I had no idea about. Saffron extract. Apparently, have you heard of this? It's a Spanish spice that's scientifically proven to be as effective as an antidepressant medication. Now, whether or not you are religious, right, you can always, at any time, have that kind of silent conversation within yourself with something greater than you. So we'd like to invite you all to experience this just for a moment right now. Okay, so we're going to have one little shared sacred moment. It's just going to take a few seconds. So please close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and repeat after me. I need your help.
I need your help.
I put myself in your care.
I put myself in your care.
Release me from this pain.
Release me from this pain.
I trust your love.
I trust your love.
I'm never alone because you are always with me.
I'm never alone because you are always with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. And thank you, Emily. Wonderful. Now for a little more rock and roll. We're just taking you on a vibe journey tonight. So we're gonna play some more music. Our next performer is Nathaniel Philip Mosher. Mosher went through a life-changing mental breakdown. It led him from hospitals to outpatient programs to treatment centers and to eventually go through a grueling recovery. Nathaniel will be performing his original composition, I Feel Famous. He's going to have the backup band once again. Please welcome Nathaniel Philip Mosher.
I'm singing in an empty room that I paid for. No one's here to hear me sing my creation. Relegated to the streets that I came from. From now on I'll sing for free, 'cause no one cares but me.
So at the age of 21, Sanjeet Sihota suffered his first episode of mental illness. I love it how the fans just like just right to it. He had to be hospitalized 3 times. 2 years later, Sanjeet received specialized psychosocial rehabilitation services where he finally felt treated like a close friend and not just a mentally ill person. In 2007, Mr. Sihota established his own company called Peer Coach, and he now works in collaboration with many of the top psychiatrists from UCLA. He's a certified L.E.A.P trainer and part of Dr. Amador's L.E.A.P faculty. He's been a featured speaker throughout California, providing instruction, motivation, and inspiration to families and people suffering with mental disorders. Here's a demonstration.
Outside of awareness, the number 2 factor that creates compliance with treatment is a relationship with somebody who respects your point of view, is non-judgmental, and believes that you can benefit from treatment. Okay, so I'm going to play a real patient who said these words. You want to help me? There's something you need to know. I'm not mentally ill, and I don't need the damn meds. What I need help with are the people upstairs. They're flushing the toilet to communicate with the people who are trying to kill me.
I hear what you're saying. I understand. You're saying that the people upstairs are flushing the toilets and they're making so much noise. Is that right? Is that what you're hearing? And that you don't have anything wrong with you?
So did I say noise? Or did I say people are trying to kill me? So it's kind of, it's minimizing. And then there's, a couple things that she left out, not needing the medication, for example, and the desire for help with the people upstairs. So one common mistake that people make, when using L.E.A.P, one is rushing to empathy, which is I understand, before completely reflecting back completely reflecting back what they said, because you need to first make them feel like you're getting it. Because often they're getting, okay, that's paranoia, or those are delusions, those are hallucinations, you need to take these meds for that, do therapy, X, Y, and Z. Person's going to say, screw you. So for the first time, they're getting their opinion taken into account first and foremost.
You guessed it, it's time for more music. Now, Love Bravely is a cross-genre music project and a creative community, in a sense, that's focused on the transformational power of the arts at this time. This project was founded by rapper, singer-songwriter Matt Trey. So today we're going to play Come Home, which is an original song performed, sung by Matt Trey and Leslie Kernican. So let's welcome three true heroes, Garrett Shaw, Britt Sturpak, and Alex Sonnenschein.
My name is Garrett Shaw, and I am honored to speak to everybody this afternoon about my experience and journey with mental health. My life was very sad, depressed, and scary. I did not know what to do with my time and how to end my delusions. I remember making a deal with God that if He helped me make me well again, I would donate some of my time to help others with mental health conditions. And today, I am doing exactly that.
I'm going to be really brief, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the stigma, which is a big problem for everybody who has an issue and who needs to understand what's really going on with them and recover. So it took me many, many years to first recognize that I had an illness. It took me from my teenage years to my adult years to really recognize that I had an issue that needed help. And then it took me another set of years to really look for help and accept that I needed the help and that I couldn't do it on my own. And all of that delay was due to the stigma on mental illness, because I couldn't go to anybody else. I couldn't even go to myself, because the big idea that was behind the stigma that is largely spread in society is that mental illness is essentially a character flaw, and it's really a stain in an otherwise perfect, invulnerable self. Thank you. Just wanted to share a little bit of that.
Way down, deep within your heart, you feel it way, way down deep. Oh, way, way down, down deep within your soul, you know it way, way down deep.
Hello, everyone. Grab your raffle tickets. We are giving away now tickets to a Jason Mraz show.
We got one? We have a winner! Jason Mraz concert, here we come.
Now we're going to raffle a guitar.
Now this says
303.
3036.
Yes!
Where were you? Doesn't matter. You still get the prize.
There you go! Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay, now we have another guitar.
What? Two guitars?
We keep on giving.
Come on down.
Woohoo!
Nobody gets my 1970s references. Addie realized that she was getting addicted to social media, so she deleted her accounts, and today she only allows herself 1 hour of Instagram. Addie sings mostly to just make people happy. She's now going to sing a song about love called Mirage. Addie Costain.
And maybe you're here as my plan B subconsciously. But is it you or your mirage? It's a mystery. And I'm driving you home tonight, wishing that there was more we could say.
So this event is part of an effort to raise mental health awareness, obviously, in Los Angeles. And Supervisor Catherine Barger has been one of the most active supervisors engaged in this cause. She couldn't be here today, but she wanted to recognize the efforts of the Whole Mind Symphony and to provide the performers with the recognition of their artistic contribution. This is for you too. Thank you. Congratulations. And now the following performers as well. Ben Reich. Ben, come on out. Mr. Claire DeLune. Congratulations. Awesome. Kasia Boone, you're up next. Lovely hearing Kasia sing. Congratulations, wonderful. To the bottom, now Nathaniel Philip Mosher, are you here? And do I have the right one? Yes, I do. Nathaniel. Now you feel famous. Awesome. Getting the certificate. Now, Emily Wu Trong, are you still here? Yes, you are. Bring those lovely flowers out here. There she is. This is for you. Anyway, you're going to receive this certificate of recognition for your contribution to the city of Los Angeles for your talent as artists. Congratulations, all of you. Yay, Dominic. We are thrilled to introduce Felix Mindlin and the Latin Cuban Ensemble.
First of all, I want to thank this woman here, Shanti Correia, who is the best producer in the world. And I only did this because I knew I had my best friend from 30 years that was available, Hollywood producer, to do this with me. Okay, thank you,
It was
Shanti.
my pleasure. It was for a good cause. And now I need a month vacation.
Remember to let her under your skin. Then you begin to make it
unbelievable. I came here with my wife, my daughters, my grandkids, and it was amazing. It was an amazing thing. I never seen anything like that.
Great, proud. I like seeing her do what she loves. She's always loved singing, and seeing her on stage, several times, and I like seeing her do what she does. She loves it, so I love it.
Yeah, it was beautiful. You know, the power of music, you know, makes all our troubles disappear.
I felt really inspired, I guess. There's stuff that happened to me that this really helped me handle, and things that I now know that help me get through most of the stuff that I go through, and I really like that, and it was really inspiring towards me.
It was really awesome. I loved that they had information in between different performances. And the performances themselves are awesome. When they talked about food that would help different mental illness issues, I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was just medications. So I've never seen an event like this. I've never really been to concerts before. This is literally my first concert.
How people expressing themselves very good. Wow, I felt like they were inspiring.
Thank you for having me. Anything that you enjoy the most? The music. Have you ever been to a concert or event like this? No, this will be my first time.
I think this is the first time I ever performed on the stage, and I am very happy about what happened, and I wish to do this more often in a way that I can feel good about my own life, that I'm not so stuck with my mental illness, that I can do something about it and show that I really am somebody instead of just my illness.
With the concert, I was able to sort of feel a little bit more like I can be open about it, because a lot of people that have these diagnoses are also really good at something, and for me that's music.
told me I was courageous because not everybody was willing to go up there and talk about their personal mental health struggles. And so it was very encouraging and very inspiring for many people who came to me and talked to me about it.
I really felt inspired, you know, through the whole thing. There were times when it was very poignant, you know, where it really brought me to tears. Hopefully the next time you do it, and I hope that you do it again next year and every year to come, and in other cities as well, because this is definitely something that I would love to see in other cities.
I love the event. I love the visuals behind the performances. Just the ambiance, the whole layout of the thing was very uplifting.
When you see someone and they're just in a residential facility sitting on the sofa, they're not being productive, they're not being creative, they have absolutely no outlet. You don't know the person, you can't see them. What you see more of is probably their illness. So when you put somebody out in an environment where they can play the piano, be creative, be around a group of creative people, now you see the person, their personality blossoms.
I love this event. It blew my mind. It was amazing. It brought so many people together. It was educational, it was entertaining and inspiring, and everybody was having a great time. It was so much fun, and I would love to do it. Can't wait to come back another time.
It was beautiful, it was informative, it was just a wonderful experience, and I'm so glad to have been a part of it. Life should not be ending for them. It should be the beginning, and it can be if we provide them with the resources they need to engage in their communities and to reclaim their lives. And I think, and I know Home Mind Symphony has the right idea about how to go about that.
I want to say these are my beautiful sons, Alex and Dominic, and we've been on this journey for 13 years, you know, and it's a journey of victory because we work together as a family, and that's what I think the recovery starts with family and getting united and putting away the shame or the the fear of talking about mental illness, because everybody has something, you know, everybody has an issue. And like Alex said so well, it's like until we are all well, the society is not well.